Hello besties, we have another eclipse. Oh my god, I can't believe it's eclipse season again already. But this time we've got a Virgo full moon eclipse. This is in an earth sign, so we know it's about material things and being grounded and the earth and being very practical. It's at 23 degrees and it is conjunct Saturn. The moon is trine Uranus, that is in Taurus, another earth sign, and sextile the sun. So a full moon is when the sun and moon are opposite each other. So the sun is in Pisces conjunct Saturn and the moon is in Virgo. And as I said, trines Uranus in Taurus and sextiles that Uranus also sextiles the sun in Pisces. While the ruling planet Mercury is just about to go retrograde in Aries and join Venus, that is in retrograde in Aries. So this is a whole lot of energy. And eclipses are pretty powerful as they are. But when you have a full moon eclipse, this is definitely about releasing and letting go of things, especially around that Virgo side of your life and in your chart. Look for Virgo and find out what it is you need to release and let go of, because the South Node is there and it is a full moon, which is about releasing and letting go. So there's that double energy asking us to release, let go, and close off a chapter in our life. Full moons are about endings and cycles being completed, things that are being finished and done. Finito, that chapter is complete. So if you're from Australia like me, this is happening on the 14th of March at roughly 5:54 p.m. So you should be able to see this full moon very clearly, this eclipse Virgo full moon energy. So definitely step outside, go check out the full moon, have a look at it. It's going to be pretty beautiful. Full moons are always very illuminated, very bright. It's when things are brought to the surface where you can see things for what they truly are. And that's how that completion comes about and that cycle is completed. Because the moon reflects the sun's brightness and shine and basically gives that illumination. So even though it's night and it's, a dark time, you can still see the full moon and things are more illuminated and brighter. We can see things for what they really are. Anything that's hidden, anything that's in the dark gets brought to light with this full moon, and it's an eclipse. So again, maybe reinforcing the same message, but because it's an eclipse and it's a full moon, expect a little bit of fudgery. Full moons are usually when they say like the lunatics are out or people are acting crazy. Eclipses just amplify that energy and take it to a whole new level. So be prepared. It's going to be wild. I warned you. But just remember to check out your own natal chart and find out where Virgo is, because this energy is going to be different for you and your natal chart. This is just like global mundane astrology. Very generic information I'm giving to everybody based on the actual chart, but it will be different for everybody. So also with this Virgo energy, because it is a Virgo full moon eclipse, what we can expect is some issues with health and hospitals, the healthcare system. So think doctors, nurses, medical fields, vets, animals like domestic animals and pets. They might be highlighted in the news. Also like some type of health event or scare, like we could hear something about diseases, illnesses. Could be very mild. I don't expect, like eclipses are usually pretty high energy, but I don't know. I'm hoping it's nothing too dramatic with like a big illness or disease that's like kind of globally something that we really need to be concerned about. But health, fitness, doctors, medical fields, that's all that kind of Virgo energy, as well as like, as I said, vets, animals. And what we also might see with this Virgo energy is a big influence around people's day-to-day routines, and also like your work environment, because when we think about Virgo and the sixth house and Mercury, we think routines, we think about organization, we think about work and the duties and tasks you do at work. So a lot of people might have some pretty big, crazy events happening in their work environment or with their co-workers. Virgo energy is also the servant and also rules over like not just co-workers, but if you're like a boss or you own a business, it is your employees. So anything to do with like servants and all that kind of stuff can all be brought up with this Virgo full moon energy as well. But remember, we do have Saturn, which is the planet of restrictions and limitations and authority figures. like the gov and those people in power, politics, that kind of energy. We do have Saturn conjunct the sun. The sun usually reflects how we shine. It's our vitality, our life force, and the sun also reflects leaders in like a nation's chart, and the moon reflects the people. So we could see some big energy there through that Pisces theme. Pisces energy is like, I don't know, it reminds me of like what's being sacrificed. What are we needing to be let go of? Like, is there a leader or a prominent figure in the religious or spiritual realm that could be highlighted through this time? Maybe someone is passing, maybe someone's sacrificed, or they're losing a job title or a role, or there's some kind of scandal that puts them in a bad light. I don't know, because the sun usually reflects like leaders, world leaders, including like religious or spiritual leaders, and then Saturn is like the authority figures and restrictions and limitations. I don't know. Something like that could happen, but there is some positive supports from Uranus. So there are elements where there is supports and opportunities and harmonious flows from the sextile and the trine to the sun and the moon, showing that through those Taurus themes, so money, resources, agriculture, farming, and technology, that Uranus energy, or, you know, changes and inventions, there are some positive solutions through like money, through banks, through agriculture, through food and resources coming through with this full moon. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot of charity and compassion and support that we need through the Pisces sun energy with the Saturn, a bit of like a savior kind of energy. But yeah, there's so much to unpack here. But I hope you guys have an amazing eclipse season. Stay safe and let me know how this is impacting you and where the Virgo Pisces energy is in your chart. And if you want a reading, definitely reach out. I will book you in. I do astrology readings. You just need to message me, DM me, message me, email me, whatever you want to do, and we'll book you in.